Hello? My name is Phil Villamore, and I administer the Diploma and High School Equivalency programs for Huntington Beach Adult School, and I administer the site here at the mall, Westminster Learning Center. At this time, we'd like to have the flag salute. So I'd like to call up Mark Eldridge, who will lead us in the flag salute.
Republic, for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, need to talk louder right here. Will the class of 2017 and the audience please be seated? I guess we did that, sorry. And now, our principal for Huntington Beach Adult School, Steve Curiel.
I know it's warm in here, but at least we're not outside like some of the high schools. Yeah. Uh-oh. So good evening, Huntington Beach Adult School soon-to-be graduates. Good evening, parents, relatives, and friends. Also with us here this afternoon is Mrs. Kathy Iverson, Clerk of the Board of Trustees of the Huntington Beach Union High School District. Mr. Doug Sandieta, Director of Special Education. Dr. Michael Gurnall, President and CEO of Simon Youth Foundation. Ms. Valerie Flores, Manager of the Westminster Mall. I'd also like to thank you teachers and support staff for the work you do in setting up this beautiful venue. Would you guys agree? Nice venue, the mall, air conditioning. And most importantly, for getting our students here tonight for this ceremony to acknowledge the work that they've done. Before going any further, I'd like to also point out we have a new addition to our ceremony this year. Our students dressed in black, which there are 3 of them, are here with us tonight having earned their GED, or what we would call the high school equivalency, which in the eyes of California is equal to a diploma. So we are recognizing that accomplishment here. And this is our first time doing that, so I have to welcome them here as well. Congratulations. Tonight, we have the pleasure of honoring our Huntington Beach Adult School students for this major milestone in their life. Each of you have taken a unique path in getting to this point, a path that has been filled with challenges and disappointments. You have been challenged with work schedules, family schedules, study schedules, bus schedules, and who knows how many other time-consuming responsibilities that we all face as adults. But you didn't let these things stop you. You walked the extra mile, arranged for the extra babysitter time, took the extra bus connection, and made special arrangements at work in order to finish something that you probably thought you'd never finish. But you did. And out in this audience are people who are very proud of you. People who saw you face your challenges, who were rooting for you and supporting you. Some of them might have been instrumental in you being here tonight. Some of them might have been worried that after all the hard work, you wouldn't want to go through the ceremony with the weird robe and the weird hat. But you did. And you have other adults sitting next to you who face the challenges of you have other students sitting next to you who face the challenges of algebra and economics with you. Your teachers are here tonight to celebrate and honor you. They too have seen your struggles, and taken joy in your mastery of linear equations and U.S. economics. And some of you, to tell the truth, they were worried whether you'd finish on time or not. Some of you taking to that last minute to get that last credit. But you did. And today, you have demonstrated to us that you are unstoppable. That you can set goals and you can reach them. And that is just the first of many more accomplishments for you. So whatever next educational or career steps you have planned, we support you, we know you can do it, and we wish you the best. Congratulations. And now for our guest speaker, Brianna Johnson. Brianna is a former HBS student who was awarded the Simon Youth Scholarship in the spring of 2016. The Cerritos Foundation for Foster Youth Scholarship in the fall of 2016 and the spring of 2017, and the EOPS Scholarship Extended Opportunities in the fall of 2016 as well. And she has graciously agreed to be our speaker for tonight's ceremony. Welcome, Brianna.
Good evening, fellow graduates. Principal, Mr. Carroll, Mr. Villamore, Trustee, Ms. Iverson, Mr. Symbiota, Dr. Durno, honored guests, family, and friends. Thank you for being here tonight to honor these graduates, and congratulations to the class of 2017. You did it with determination. Last year in June, I was standing here just like all of you graduates, anxious with my cap and gown on, wondering what life had in store for me when I held that diploma in my hand. The teachers and staff of Huntington Beach Adult School helped me realize that I had more potential than I knew. In fall of 2015, I finished my high school credits. However, I saw an open opportunity to strive to become the most successful person I could be. Shortly after finishing my credits here at Huntington Beach Adult School, I enrolled at Cerritos College a few months later. College was challenging and a huge step for me considering I was the first to graduate high school, let alone go to college in my family. I can now say that I am one step closer to becoming a physician. I can now say I am one step closer to making an impact in our community. Along the way, there have been trials and tribulations, but I have managed to always take the good with the bad, and I think we have all done that. I know pursuing your careers in times that are troubled is a challenge, but it is also a privilege because it's moments like these that force us to try harder, to dig deeper, and to discover gifts we never knew we had, and to find the greatness that lies within each of us. So don't ever shy away from that endeavor. Don't stop adding to your body of work. I can promise you that you will be the better for that continued effort. Whether it is your dream to further pursue college or not, just remember this is another milestone that you have created for yourself. Since entering college, I've managed to learn what it was like to be an adult. There are nights where I feel like just falling asleep after back-to-back finals, or days where I feel like just not going to school at all. I have felt this struggle, and you will too. Hard work will pay off. You can ask anyone, like your professors standing up here, dentists, doctors, the architects who helped design this mall, entrepreneurs. You will persevere and strive with excellence along the way. Just remember, if you ever feel overwhelmed, which we all have at one point, don't be afraid to seek help. Whether it's from a family member, friends, colleagues, teachers, and or counselors. I also want to give a huge thanks to the Simon Youth Foundation, as I was one of the 3 recipients last year of their generous scholarship. They believed in my potential every step of the way. So I want to end with this quote, as it has been an inspiration to me and kept me motivated for some time now. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. It literally means the journey that will take you 1,000 miles away from before you started. So take that first step this evening with your diploma in your hand and create endless opportunities for yourself. The future is waiting for you with open arms. I wish you good luck and great success. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Brianna. Okay, it is with pleasure that I now introduce the Huntington Beach Adult School Class of 2017 student speaker, Brianna Holland.
Good evening, fellow graduates, Principal Mr. Curiel, Mr. Villamore, Trustee Ms. Iverson, Mr. Simbieta, Dr. Durnhill, honored guests, family, and friends. I would like to thank everyone in attendance for honoring us graduates this evening. I will start at the beginning. Growing up, my parents would sparingly emphasize the importance of school, and most often it was during those dreaded parent-teacher meetings or when my disappointing report cards landed in the hands of my parents. Other than that, the topic of my education was pretty much swept under the rug. Having been brought up in an environment that was built on the idea of merely getting by, mainly because my father was a workaholic and my mother hired nannies, I naturally didn't deem it necessary to put forth a substantial amount of effort into my schoolwork. It was my nanny's job to make sure that I was fed and in bed, not so much on ensuring the fact that my schoolwork was done. I absolutely did whatever I could at any measure to get out of doing my schoolwork or my homework as a whole, or even the entirety of attending school as much as possible. I surprisingly succeeded in that quite well. Unbeknownst to me, I would end up despising that success later on. I began my high school years at Marina High School, and shortly after beginning my freshman year, my father had passed away. This event and the grief that followed had sent me into a downward spiral and caused me to lose the will to do as little as try in school. The minuscule amount of motivation I already had ingrained in me had diminished in an instant. The ability to care about my education and my future had been vanquished by my depressed state of mind. The lack of motivation only grew as I carried on throughout most of my high school years. After having been kicked out of Marina High School, I was then transferred over to community day school in an attempt to redeem the mass amount of credits I had lost. After yet another failed school year, I had been transferred to Valley Vista High School. There, I invested most of my time in my friends, my social life, and my reputation. Then I did my grades and my goal of graduating on time. I had a meeting with my counselor towards the end of the year. I had been told that I was doing good in school, then yet again told I wasn't doing good enough. I was advised that I would not be graduating on time with the class of 2014, and that I would actually need to be transferred over to Huntington Beach Adult School. Not being able to graduate with my friends in the class of 2014, I had never felt like more of a failure, and I had never been more disappointed in myself. Huntington Beach Adult School seemed to be my last chance at getting through school. Little did I know, it was just the chance I needed. To be honest, I expected to walk into the school with a downpour of glares and to be presented with teachers and staff that had low expectations for a delinquent like myself. I could not have been more wrong. I was welcomed into school by people who were more than happy to help me with my second, third, fourth, maybe fifth chance at doing school right. Assistance was always readily available for those who needed it, whether that was in regards to academics, to life, or counseling for the future. Huntington Beach Adult School helped me realize something very, very important. If you think you can, then you can. If you think you can't, then you can't. Huntington Beach Adult School reinforced the fact that my dreams are still, in fact, attainable. I was able to work at my own pace and complete my schoolwork on my own time. I wasn't provided with strict deadlines or the pressure to be finished at a certain time. Instead, I was school that really encouraged me to switch gears. It was a quote that had been painted along one of the back walls. The quote read, "The only place that you will find success before work is in the dictionary." And boy, is that true. That small saying stuck with me all 3 years that I had attended. All my years here were not always a breeze. There were lots of trials and many errors, but there were just as many successes that followed. Having to juggle a full-time job and involvement with my church as a leader, my household responsibilities, and my very, very high maintenance boyfriend. Just kidding, I'm the needy one. Anyways, needless to say, my plate seemed about as full as it could get. But I still had to squeeze managing my schoolwork into the mix. Most of the time, I felt very overwhelmed and often entertained the idea of just dropping out. Without fail, every time I had gotten near to the point of a mental breakdown due to all of life's stresses, my mentors and the staff here at this school have kind of smacked me in the face with reality, reminding me that this is just part of being an adult and reminding me that I am more than capable of accomplishing anything and everything I put my mind to. So, with that, I would like to give my apologies and my thanks to some of the many pillars that have been huge factors and reasons why I'm able to stand before you here today. First, I'd like to apologize to David for having to deal with me for 3 straight years, me and my complacency. I would also like to say thank you for supporting me the whole way through, and even if it meant me charging upstairs to yell at the gym members for dropping the weights and creating sound in our school. I would also like to say thank you to Mr. Garcia. Thank you for caring and asking about me and my day and giving me those friendly reminders that I needed to pick up the pace at times. I would also like to say thank you to Taryn for giving me those mother-like hands in the rear to keep moving, not giving me the option to quit. Thanks for yelling at me even when I would do as little as a joke about dropping out. I would also like to apologize to Mrs. Mood for my untimely request. Thank you so much for answering my texts and unlocking my tests, even if it was 11 o'clock at night or Christmas morning, just to make sure that I am able to keep trudging along with my work. You are a huge factor as to why I'm standing up here today. I would like to thank my mentors, Nikki and Jaden, my boyfriend Dustin, my girl, Jake Willen, for supporting, loving, and ceaselessly encouraging me to do the best and to do my best in reminding me that I am able. Lastly, I would like to thank the founders and staff of Huntington Beach Middle School, as well as the Simon Youth Foundation as a whole, for providing us, the second chance that we all needed. This school has changed my outlook, it has enhanced my self-confidence, and reintroduced the idea of furthering my education. Because now I actually believe that I can. You turn someone who dreaded the thought of school into someone who's eager to go back for more at an even greater level. So thank you. Class of 2017, we persevered, we worked hard, and we succeeded. We did it.
Okay, I'd now like to ask Mrs. Cosgrove, our math instructor, and Ms. Beachley, our college and career specialist, to present this year's student awards and scholarships.
Throughout the year, teachers have the pleasure and honor of working with students to help them reach their goal of a high school diploma and prepare them for success afterwards. We recognize each student's hard work and success in getting to this point, but we also want to recognize a number of particular students tonight who have demonstrated some special qualities Evelyn Engler. Mark Elbridge. Sue Moran. Ruben Del Villar. Brianna Lowell. Amber Castaneda. Let's give them all a round of applause.
I'm Valerie Beachley. I'm the College and Career Specialist, and at this time, it is my pleasure to announce that students have been selected to receive scholarships from local organizations. We hope that these scholarships, combined with their determination, will lead to continued success in a post-secondary setting. It was difficult for staff to choose the students who received these scholarships since we had many qualified students and limited funding. The students who did receive them were chosen for several reasons: perseverance, attendance, and academic promise. First, we have students who receive scholarships from the Huntington Beach Administrators Association. Would Cynthia Aquino Garcia please come forward? And Arlette Bautista, please step forward for your award. Schools First Federal Credit Union has given us a generous donation and scholarship for Miss Evelyn Iniguez. And Miss Brianna Holland. Thank you for your hard work and effort, and congratulations on pursuing your future post-secondary plans.
The Huntington Beach Adult School has been very fortunate to have the partnership and support of the Simon Youth Foundation. With their support, we are able to provide students with a comfortable, high-tech learning environment. Their support helps our teachers be better teachers through funding for professional development and funding for additional classroom materials. With us here tonight is Dr. Gurnall, CEO and President of the Simon Youth Foundation. Dr. Gurnall is a longtime educator, having spent most of his career as a professor and administrator at the university level. He joined Simon Youth Foundation as President and CEO 8 years ago and has been a passionate advocate for at-risk students across the country. Under his leadership, the Simon Youth Foundation has graduated 15,500 students and awarded more than $17.6 million in scholarships. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Michael Gurnall, who will share with us another way in which the Simon Youth Foundation supports our students.
Thank you very much, Steve. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you. We are here for a celebration, right? I am so pleased to be here. Mrs. Iverson, to the leadership of the Academy, to teachers, the family, the friends, the shoppers, everyone here tonight, congratulations on getting these students to this day. As Steve mentioned, my name is Michael Durham. I do have the great privilege of serving as the president and CEO of the Simon Youth Foundation. I do want, and happy to be here to represent the foundation, I do want to take just a moment to talk to all of the graduates about how important this day is, not only for you, but literally everyone in this room. And this wall and these walls that can hear my voice. It's a beautiful sight, and at some point in time, when you cross this stage, make sure you look out here and see these people who have come out tonight to support you on this great achievement. You know, I know that often at formal events like this, we're told, put away your cell phones, don't take pictures, yada, yada, yada. We're not getting anybody in trouble. I want to encourage you to take a lot of pictures today. Because this moment matters. This moment will matter for you for a very long time. I hope you will use this moment as that defining point in your life where things change and move forward. And it's important to do that and to share those pictures by whatever social media you use so that your network knows that you have reached this accomplishment. Because they've been with you on so many other reasons and so many other paths along the way. So when you do that, please hashtag it, whereas I'm so old I think it's a pound sign. Somebody will thank you for that. Because you can look back at that and remember this day and also join with those other thousands of alumni that have graduated from the Simon Youth Academy across the country. We have 30 of these schools right now across the country and are building more and more every year. And one of my favorite things to do is to come out to graduation. As we got ready for graduation season this year, and I'm going to show my age again, one of the things that I really love is that, I'm going to look at the younger people in the room because hopefully this will resonate with them. You know on your Facebook app where you can go back to the day, like a year ago or whatever, when you get to be my age, the years back or longer. But it's really important because that all happens and you can document what it is. But as we were getting ready to get ready for graduation season across the country, I was flipping back through my phone and just trying to think of something inspirational to share with you, like who's the bald guy from Indiana in the bow tie, why is he here, what is it all about? But I remember, and I came across a story that actually happened here in this school district. It was a graduate of Coast. And much like Brianna got up here and told their story, this young woman had stood at the stage at the podium and began to tell this story about where she was and where she was going and where she was going to be in the future and what her goals and dreams are. Like all of you, she had struggled, but I didn't really know what her personal story was at that point in time. I just remember seeing her mother on the bleachers, bawling. She cried the entire ceremony, just these tears coming out. And I thought, those have got to be tears of joy, right? Well, after the young woman had spoken, her name was Charisse, after she spoke, I got to come to the podium to present a scholarship. I handed her a scholarship that would give her an associate's degree. And for me, that just didn't connect at that point because she had stood at the podium and talked about these long-range plans, or at least goals, and where she had hoped to be. And I thought, with a 2-year scholarship, you can't really do a lot of what you're talking about. So after the ceremony, I talked to her a little bit more, met her mother, and I said, Charisse, this just doesn't compute for me. What's the story? And she said, well, quite frankly, I'm not sure where I'm going to be in 2 years. And she could tell that confused me because it was like, well, none of us are really sure where we're going to be in 2 years, right? And she said, well, actually, I'm not sure I'm going to even be alive in 2 years. It stopped me. I thought, here's this beautiful Southern California girl, right, standing in front of me, and she's telling me that she may not make it for 2 years. Charisse had a very unique, rare autoimmune disease. She never knew which part of her body was going to shut down any day. As late as 6 months before graduation, she was bound to a wheelchair. She had had a stroke at 15 years old. You couldn't tell it by passing her on the street. And why do I tell you this story, right? What does it get to do with me? It means that we don't know where we're going to be 2 years from now, but we have accomplished this together, all of you. No one can take this moment, this high school diploma, away from you. It is yours. So hold tight to it and celebrate it. Let me finish LaSherie's story. 2 weeks ago, just before Memorial Day, she did cross the stage with her associate's degree. And at Coast Community College, we are very thrilled to be able to be here and to celebrate with her. And we will go ahead and help her finish that 4-year degree on the path she started. So we are very proud of her. Like, we're so very proud of all of you. You know, as I said, the Simon Youth Foundation works with malls across the country, and it's because of the generosity of the mall staff that we are able to celebrate so much. So I'm going to ask right now Valerie Flores, who's the mall manager here at Westminster Mall, to come forward. I'm sorry, I had to take a breath and remember where I was. We have 30 schools, and so this is about number 26 in the graduation schedule. So Valerie is a member of the staff here, but also works for an allied company of Simon called Washington Crime Group. They have been generously supporting the Academy staying here and being here since they took over the leadership of the mall. And so Valerie, thank you for that, allowing the Simon Youth Foundation to be here too. So I'm going to go off script a little bit and probably get in trouble. The Simon Youth Foundation is very proud to work with all of our educators. And I'm going to embarrass two who are not going to be very happy with me, but I hope they get over it. So, you know, we have a relationship here with Huntington Beach School District. We have 3 schools actually that are here. And one of our schools has actually 2 former teacher and administrators of the year of the foundation. We support them for the work that they do. I'm going to ask them, they're giving me eyes right now. I'm going to ask them to stand up. Darla Merrill and Dennis Herzog, who are like I got the teacher. Please stand up and be recognized for your work. Thank you. I did that in public because now if I disappear, you know what's happening, right? Okay. So back to the reason that I'm here. And Brianna, we're so pleased of your success and to learn of your success. I also made Brianna the same promise tonight that she will continue to receive scholarships from the Simon Youth Foundation to help her complete her 4-year degree. So tonight we are here to give away 1 scholarship in partnership with Washington Crime Group and the Westminster Mall, valued at $8,000 to help a student for a 2-year degree. And I would like to ask Lisa Tikhanoff to come forward, please. So now she knows why we tried so hard to get her here. She is now a business owner and actually had to work today, and we had to kind of con her into here because this is a surprise for her. So Lisa, congratulations. We're so happy to have you. So on behalf of all of our colleagues at the Washington Crime Group that Valerie is representing, the 5,000 international employees of the Simon Property Group, the members of the Board of Trustees of Simon Youth Foundation, and all of my staff based back in Indianapolis, congratulations, graduates. We're so proud to be able to help you get to this day. We figured out on stage that if somebody stands in front of the mic, you know, so I'm going to stand here until we go. So she's got to get back to work. I love these big checks, and I've always told the student that I would love to see somebody try to deposit it in an ATM. I think that would be a great social media post, right? So maybe Lisa will help out. Congratulations, all of you.
Hold it up when you're talking. You look at the address from where you apply, and then it'll tell you about how to collect this.
And now it's time to honor our graduates. This year, Huntington Beach Adult School had 91 students complete their high school diploma requirements, and 48 of those students are here tonight. We also had 15 students receive their high school equivalency certificates, and 3 of those students are here tonight. Again, this is the first time we've done it this way, and I think we would love to tell our students inside. With the high school equivalency certificate students, please come up first. So you'll be the first 3 across the stage. And I'll be reading your names as we hand that card to me. Misty Dawn Harris. Misty's future plans include possibly going to college. William Anthony Hogan. Cynthia Aquino Garcia. She's currently in the CPE program into the pharmacy technician. And now we'll put the card in the phone. Mark Elvidge. Brianna Elaine Holland. The future plan is to go to Golden West for nursing. Colby Gregory Martin. His future plan is to go to Coastline College. Arlette Caselda Bautista. She'll be going to Coastline in an electrical private career. Evelyn Marie Niquez plans to attend Golden West College for major in kinesiology. Lisa Marie Tickenoff is currently taking classes at Coastline Community College and preparing for a respiratory therapist program. Giovanni Ruben Hernandez will be going to Golden West to major in criminal justice. David Ray Hart will continue working at his front job and take business and financing online classes. Darius Drayton Bourne will pursue culinary arts. Alexander Martinez will pursue an education in computer sciences and technology. Ishmael Pacheco will pursue a 2-year degree and a 4-year degree in mechanical engineering. Sandy Elizabeth Ramirez, assistant medical assistant classes. Sabrina Aguilar will go to Golden West College and become an RN. Xavier Grayson. Raina Crystal Tejas. Go, Raina! Go to OCC to study early child development. Javier Torres. Adrian Portillo. Luis Toledo. Brian Alder Vasquez. Alder Leonor, OCC, Culinary Arts. Boone Lee will go to Orange Coast College. Tien Tran will pursue music education at Orange Coast College. Katarina Ann Gott plans to pursue a career in special education. Robert Jimenez will work with the fire. Alec Anthony Barbizon will attend a community college. Bailey Donald Lowe pursues software engineering and computer science at Golden West. Ruben Alonzo Delvia, will be attending Golden West College. Max Milan. Jasmine Moreno will be getting into the animal medical field. Maria Luz Sandoval will continue education in psychology, trying to help and support her community. Patricia Nachaya Sarah will be attending Golden West College. Amber Arlene Castelletta. Robin Lee Garrison. Edgar Eduardo Avios will attend college. Louis Tran. Hugh Wynn will attend Northwest College. Joshua Gurgis. Jason Andrew Roth plans to move on with his company. Gabriella Perella, going to the medical assistant field. Sherry Nicholson. Krista Rose Nichols. Guadalupe Madrigal. Plans after graduation from college and university. Alexis Selena Castillo. Plans to invest in mental happiness and well-being. Ian Leo Holland will be going to Golden West. Sue Lynn Moran will also be going to Golden West College. Rosa Maria Casares Puebla. Rebecca Diane Valdez.
More parts left of this ceremony. It's not official yet. You got that folder that covers their diploma. I also want to acknowledge, although we're not going to have them walk across the stage, 2 graduates that have been a milestone and have been an integral part of our school for many years, have been an integral part of your education here, and have helped you in many ways, both in class and outside of class, in the work that they do here for our school. Keith McGinley, our DE instructor and has been with the adult school for many years, is retiring, and I want to acknowledge his work. And Mrs. Cynthia Bonnycastle, our counselor, who has been with us and helped students for difficult times. Not easily replaced to get that all. So I appreciate the work that you guys have done for us and our students. For the class of 2017, please rise. Trustee Iverson, on behalf of the Huntington Beach Middle School, I certify that these students have met all requirements set forth by the Huntington Beach Union High School District and the state of California. I present to you the Huntington Beach Adult Schools class of 2017.
On behalf of the Huntington Beach Union High School District, it gives me great pleasure to accept Huntington Beach Adult Schools class of 2017. I, Kathy Iverson, certify that you are now officially graduated from the Huntington Beach Adult School. Congratulations.
Graduates, you are just about there. But before we conclude today, I wanted to take an opportunity to share an experience with your family and friends that only a few are privileged to experience. How many of you graduates recall what the ringing of the bell means at Huntington Beach Middle School? We have a tradition at HBAS where teachers ring a bell whenever one of our students finishes the required coursework and is ready to graduate. It can happen at any time, on any day. Sometimes the room is filled with students, and sometimes there aren't any or many students around. But the teachers are there, and the smile on their face and the pride they exuberate for their students is priceless. Historically, the ringing of the bell symbolized the beginning of school or a transition from one class to another. For Huntington Beach Adult School students, it symbolizes the completion of something big, and a number of opportunities now becoming available to you. So, for our guests here today, our teachers, ring the bell one more time so that we can all share the special moment with each of you. So before the last step, just so our graduates know, they're going to return back to the Learning Center. So I know everyone's going to want to take pictures, but they still don't have the actual diploma, so I encourage you to let them go back to the Learning Center, which is out just in front of JCPenney's, to pick up their diploma and then get some pictures there. They also have a gift bag that they will be receiving, so make sure you do not leave without the gift bag and your diploma. So with the graduating class of 2017, please turn your tassel from the right to the left. Congratulations to the class of 2017. You are now graduates. The music is coming.